Good morning, everyone. I am outside. It is a little after 10:30 on a lovely Florida morning, and my hands are freezing for some reason. I was freezing this morning, actually. I just got up, so pardon the hair. There's no makeup because I can't get in my bathroom still because I've got Demon Puppy in there that has claws from hell, even though they're cut, and thinks that every time I step over that baby gate to get in that bathroom, it means jump all over you, jump all over you. So today I think I'm going to corral him again in this big metal puppy pen kennel thing that I have. I had it set up once before. JC cleaned up the bathroom for me and took it out all to the porch. So I have a shorter one that's actually in the garage. It's not as tall as this big, massive one that I had in there. So I'm going to see which one I might want to put back in there. I have a feeling, though, he is strong enough to push it because he is about 20 pounds now. And he's driving me crazy. I had somebody yesterday that called about him and sounded like it was going to be a good deal. Then they kept asking questions for literally 45 minutes. If you have to ask me that many questions when I've put up pictures and a very detailed ad that tells you everything about the breed, the situation, the price, I don't feel comfortable that you've done your research. And certain breeds, well, actually all my breeds, whether it's Chihuahuas, Great Danes in the past, Bull Mastiffs, or especially Neapolitans, I'm not that familiar with them, but I know they are more aggressive than the Bull Mastiff. The Bull Mastiff is pretty laid back if the owner says it's okay. Neos are still kind of iffy. So obviously if you socialize any dog, it'll be fine, but that's just a quick pup date. So this person wanted me to drive 45 minutes to come meet them, and they didn't sound that sure that they wanted the dog. So I was like, no, but if you come to me, I'll take $100 off for your trouble and your gas, because they don't live that close to us. They're probably about an hour away. Either way, I had that first couple that came and bought the bigger male, the one I was calling Bishop. They came from over an hour away, no problem. I mean, they were like, as soon as we get off work, we're coming. So they were prepared. They understood. They haven't had a Mastiff, but they have a 5-acre property. They've got it well fenced. They've researched the breed, so a whole different scenario. I don't have a button on the back of this case yet, so I apologize that I'm going to keep moving it around. Might be a little shaky, guys. Oh, we're shaking. It's an earthquake in Florida. Haven't put the button on the back because in the other video where I showed you, you couldn't see it really well in the mirror, but this case has this really cool liquid in it that has glitter that just falls down, pink glitter with pink hearts in there. And I'm not really a girly pink person, but on certain things I do like it, like on my electronics, and you know, it makes it easier to find it when it's in your bag. So I'm flexible, just saying. Anyway, so that was a quick pup date, but the point of this video, because I have to make it before my nosy mother comes out here, because she will. I see her in there filling out passport papers right now, so I'm hoping that means that she plans on making a trip to Portugal or somewhere, because I've been bugging her to do it. We went in 2012. That was my first and only time, and it was her only time since she came to the U.S. in 1970 or something like that. What? Hello, go visit your family. They're all in Portugal. They all, you know, they keep up on Facebook for the most part, but not all of them have computers. It's different over there. So off topic today. Like I said, I just woke up. I'm not drinking coffee, so no makeup, and I can't get in the bathroom to do it until I do this setup, because if you remember earlier when I said, why does my bathroom look like this? Because the mother of the puppies had gotten up on the counter and just shredded everything to the side. I've literally swept everything into one of the 2 sinks that I have in my bathroom, and I just haven't felt like dealing with it. I'm just irritated because a lot of the makeup got damaged when she kept getting up there and knocking it down over and over again. So I'll get there eventually one day. Anyway, let me see. So the point of this video is, I think it is highly funny that my mother cannot fucking drive. I'm just going to put it out there. This was her old car, which I'm using now. If you guys can see this dent right here, that's from her. backing into something. I suspect it's like one of those light poles at the shopping centers because she goes constantly to the store. I mean, daily. We can do a full shopping haul and she still will go to the store again that afternoon. Or, sorry, my nose is running. I haven't got my allergy meds yet. Or she's going to go the very next day and the next day and the next day. And I mean, and she comes back with 2, 3, 4 bags. We've already got everything full. So, that's dent number 1. When she did that, she decided she needed a new car, which is why she has this one back here, the Ford Fusion. Okay, so I bought her old car. It's an older Hyundai. It's like a 2006, but it had extremely low mileage because she was elderly and she didn't drive more than 5 miles a day for years. So the car's and she kept up the maintenance. So the car's in great shape. So I felt comfortable buying it from her, and I got a great deal, obviously, because she's, hello, it's my mom. So then I'm going to show you the damage. I can't explain the driveway and the way that we were parking, and I'm not even going to bother with trying to block out tags because I don't have the time for that right now. Okay, so she didn't know how these scratches happened on the hood. That was on one of her outings. I suspect that she put something up there, like some kind of a purchase, like a metal rack or clothes rack or something, and didn't think about the fact that it would scratch the paint. My mother is a train wreck. If you notice how my light is sticking out right here, this would be, if you notice the red paint here, it's like pinkish now. I promise you, this woman, she does stuff and then puts the blame on me, and then I just say, yeah, okay, whatever, Mom. Well, the problem with this dent here, and a friend of mine put this mechanical tape on to hold this together because it kind of sticks out. Well, that light won't go back in. It's not worth me taking this to go get this fixed because it doesn't affect the lights or the car. The problem that it did affect was here, the car door. Because when you open the car door, I don't have my keys on me, you get this lovely, so over time, it just wrenched itself in. So the door doesn't open all the way. I'm not that picky, fancy person, though, that's going to complain about every little dent and ding. So I will tell you how this happens. This is the end of our street where you leave that way, okay? On this end, it just goes around the block and comes back around to here or that street way back there, but you got to go that way. That's the way out. Before, my son's work van used to be parked here all the time. My mother, well, we all had shuffling cars because he didn't have that blue car, which no longer runs, and he really needs to get it out of the damn driveway. Anyway, I used to park over here in this spot. You see, we have room for like 6 cars. So I would be further back than my mother. My mother cannot drive or back out for shit, and it's gotten worse as she's gotten older. She's 78, going to be 79. She still gets around just fine, but her perception and her distance and her driving is horrible. Every time I get in the car, I have to lecture her. We almost got flipped off the interstate yesterday on Easter because she saw a car coming really fast behind her while we were going off an exit ramp and decided, I need to just swerve off to the right. It's a shoulder, but it's one of those that goes down into like a valley. Like your car is going to roll and flip. And I was like, what are you doing? She's like, well, he was coming so fast. I'm like, I don't care. You stay in. It's a 1-lane exit. You stay there. And he just has to slow the hell down because he really was coming fast. We were already doing like 45, 50 going off the exit, which is what you're supposed to be doing. And he was coming up probably doing like 70. He had room to kind of scoot by because he had a little sports car. But she just veers. This is how she changes lanes. And she'll look and go like this, and then she'll swerve back really quickly because she'll go, where'd that car come from? The car was always there, Mom. You just didn't take time to check your mirrors, and when they were coming, just wait for people to pass. She feels like Mario Andretti in this car. Like she has to, I have to cut over. I have to get ahead. I got to keep up with all these cars. You're 78, woman. Chill out. So anyway, keep in mind, here's the driveway. I'll get in the street and risk my safety to show y'all. There's plenty of room. I used to park way back here, and I'll tell you why. Because that garage, that single, has all of my business stuff in it that I use for my cooking business, my tables, the market stuff, my signs. Sorry, shaky hands, y'all already know. I got to put the button on here eventually. I'm going to have to suck it up and do it. I just hate to lose the glitter effect. So anyway, I parked back here, not all the way up at the front because I needed to access the garage, bring things in and out constantly. She always parked up there. Now, if you notice, the damage on my car is that I got hit. Imagine somebody backing up. Bang. Okay, my car was facing forward. Everybody was facing forward. So this is the left front of my car, clearly, which would be right here in this part of the driveway. My mother, who's gotten, I'll get to that in a second, backs up and starts turning immediately, and I have to yell at her all the time and tell her, come straight out, you've got all this room, then turn and go that way. Well, she didn't do it, and of course she blames me and says I came in the driveway and hit her car. Clearly, if my front of my car is here and you back up and start turning, you're hitting the front left of my car, which is what happened. Okay? She still to this day will not take ownership of that. She's putting it on me, saying I came in and hit her car. Okay, I'm going to show you me driving in. Wish I had that fancy like gadgetry and good programs where I could do all the arrows and stuff. Just imagine, I'm coming home. If she's saying I'm coming home, so I'm coming from there. Here's my driveway. I'm pulling in. And I'm stopping here. Why am I going to hit you there? I'm not coming from that direction. Then I would be doing this. And then I could go bang and run into you. See what I'm saying? It makes no sense. So, that aside, and that happened not long after she got that new car, so she was pissed, but still. This ding that happened in the back was her first accident that I'm aware of. She got some scuffs that she had on the bumper, so she always goes too close to things and hits those little pylons in front of the stores. So, I knew my first suspicion when I said, she goes, oh my gosh, Jennifer, come out and see what somebody did to my car. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I got the right cars. Oh no, that one she accused somebody must have bumped her car. You can clearly see it's a vertical thing, so it looks like a pole that she bumped into. This car has already been repaired. Twice, I think. This one was supposed to be repaired. She forgot to tell them, and they forgot to do it, and she didn't force the issue. So, my mother is the kind that if anything, I mean, somebody could... We have these little spots, brown spots, once in a while on the grass because of these little insects, mole crickets that eat the roots, so it makes a brown spot. Immediately she says, somebody's dumping bleach on our grass. I'm going to find out who it is and I'm reporting them. I mean, she is tattletale all the time. This bump in the back of this car when it first happened, sorry my angle, she didn't want to report it. I said, well, if somebody hit your car and you just came from the Publix parking lot, they have cameras everywhere. Just go up there and ask them to get the footage and make out a police report. No, I don't want to bother. Okay, so we've already addressed this damage. Which, let's see where the next spot is. She parked kind of close today, so I can't really access it. She can't judge distance, that's why she's so close. If you guys can see how her hood is no longer like as down as it should be, that's because of these pretties. Oh God, please don't shut off. I'm upside down. Sorry for the up the nose view and the fact that my nose is running and you're probably going to see snot at some point. So gross. These are little things of streaks of things she has bumped into, which have eventually offset her hood slightly. Let's see where that other one is. I asked her about this. This is what happens when my mother does not understand. You do not have to pull all the way up until you hit the big bumper concrete things that they put in front of the parking lot, you know, near the store sidewalk, because they don't want you running into the darn glass. It happens here a lot in Florida because we have a lot of retirees. Not downing the retirees, it happens a lot. Okay, so she's got all kinds of scrapes and bumps around the front of her car. Okay, my SD card just filled up. I'm going to have to delete some stuff off there. So, now the newest damage, mind you, she's the tattletale reporting queen. And I don't know if this will show well because of the sunlight. Can you see this gouge? Clearly, she has rubbed and hit something else. But what did she tell me? I said, what happened to your car? Oh, and this is why. She comes out of the driveway, and this is how I park now, so I can just take off. She comes out of the driveway the other day. I'm in the car with her. She turns here. I mean, hard turn. Why? I don't know, because we have to go that way. Boom. My whole car rocks, and I'm like, Mom! And she's like, what? I said, you just hit my car. She said, no, I didn't. I said, yes, you did. I just watched my car rock back and forth. Jennifer, I didn't hit your car. No, Mom. You didn't hit my car at all. And the accident that you guys can't see, which I don't know if I have. Wow, I just noticed this. No, you see how the door is bent in right there? I don't know what she did there. Open the door, getting her groceries. She always puts them back here. Probably got groceries out and like legitimately bumped her door against something because she doesn't judge distance. I should really have just kept my head up for this video. I apologize for any snot shots, but you know, I keep it real in this channel. So I'll explain the worst accident that happened, because I'm not sure how much more footage I have on here. This is just gross. My nose is not going to stop running now. I had to do it before she takes off in the car because she's going to go shopping eventually, and then we have to go get little boy Blue later from school. So keep in mind, she comes from this direction. All right, we're going to get all the way out in traffic. We're going to play out here in traffic. There's not many cars that come. Okay. She is coming. I have to back up, and I'm in house shoes and no bra, looking crazy, nose running. All right, so here's my house. Here's where I park. I was not here. The car was here, but I was not here on the day because I was, actually, wait. Was I here? No, my car was here, but I wasn't here. So I'm going to try my best to show you guys this. Let me switch to view. All right, so here I am coming home. The street is behind me that she's coming from. So we're heading this way because I live right there. So here goes Mom. Driving in. Now you notice we have a side street here. She has a bad habit. There's a car coming too. She has a bad habit of, I need to turn left. But am I going to turn left? No, I'm going to swing right. And then all of a sudden make a quick left. And turn into my driveway. Well, guess what happened right about here? Bang. She got hit from the side by a vehicle being driven by two young girls. They were in their 20s. But she literally got slammed right here. It pushed the driver's side door in, blew, and the back passenger driver's side. Oh, gross. Totally blew out the windows on that side of the car. Car got shoved all the way over here, and she stopped and remained here. There is still glass in the driveway. This was months ago. So she didn't want to move the car. They call the police, which we have sheriffs. We have sheriffs everywhere here. Oh, I gotta quit doing videos in the sun and sweating. They call the sheriff because the girls live right down there. She says, I was just turning in my driveway and they tried to pass me on the left side and they were coming fast and it's their fault. The officer says, ma'am, actually, they're telling me that you swung towards the right, so they thought you were turning down that side street. But then you immediately, so they continued to come at 35 miles an hour, the neighborhood speed limit, to continue to come straight. At the last second, my mother swerved back left to come into the driveway, and that's when they plowed into her left side and blew out the windows, pushed in the doors. I mean, it was bad. She had a rental car for like 3 weeks and then forgot to tell them to fix the damage all around the back side of the car. So I'm just going to say, mayhaps at some point, elder folks should not drive. She's not going to give it up, and I don't want to give it up because I don't want to chauffeur her around everywhere. I used to do it before. But, gross. Yeah. Florida has a way that you can call and report somebody and say that you think they're a dangerous driver. I have done it before to her, like 3 years ago. They're supposed to give her a driving exam, like a physical driving exam. She boo-hooed and cried, and I'll give you videos upcoming on how bad she's done things to me that are oh so much worse. And I said, hey, if there's nothing wrong with your driving, you got nothing to worry about, right? There's nothing wrong with my driving. I said, okay, so you go take the driving test and you'll be fine. She somehow has this sweet little, oh, I'm an elderly woman and my daughter just doesn't like me and she just has this vendetta against me. So she's just trying to tell you guys that I need to be tested, but I drive fine. They literally let her out of getting the test done. What the F? State of Florida? Because you see what this car is starting to look like now? I can't tell you how many times I've been in the car with her and she's just got over in a lane and somebody else blares their horn and she just keeps going. And they swerve off the road, and she's like, what the hell are you doing? What's wrong with that idiot? You just literally pushed him off the road. That's what's wrong with the idiot. No, that car wasn't there. I'm in the passenger seat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw them out of my window. They were there. So, yeah, I don't know. At some point, I'm going to have to yank that license, and she's going to be real mad at me. She's going to have to just get over it because in the future, I'll let y'all know. I want her to keep her driving privileges because if she moves the hell away from here and I move the hell away from here, which is the plan, I don't want to have to come get her. I don't have to chauffeur her. She can afford Uber all day, but still, I'll have to hear about it forever. So I am just going to leave it be for right now. I keep telling her that, well, I'm just going to let you go ahead and just run off the road or run into somebody next time. And you see, when I wasn't here to warn her that somebody was coming, she had a pretty bad accident and had to have her car taken away for 3 weeks to get fixed, and it was very expensive. Hopefully this video has not been too snotty. I have no bra on, I'm sweating, I got to get the dogs taken care of, and my neighbor is coming down who's very chatty. I'm not one to talk like this, so I'll talk to y'all like this. But anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe to The Crazy and hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.